That had a dedication to Will. What the fuck was that, mate? Welcome. We would like to thank the Ideal Ohm Show for sending us that video clip of their new virtual reality game that will be coming out at the end of this year. Played themselves in the 3D rendering. You can decide who your favorite character is, and you'll be able to play it with your Gear VR. So there you go, guys. Welcome to tonight's Plumes of Hazard. I'm MassBlast09, and here are my co-hosts, Kubaka.
Oh, I didn't click on it. Hold on. Clicking. There he is.
And the Angstful Vapor, Sala Ancha.
Salancha, everyone.
Salancha farts. Welcome. Yeah, and if you like that, you'll be able to check out more of the Ideal Ohm Show's VR game, headlining "What the fuck, mate?" Later on at the show, around 10. If Moosh shows up, 10:30. If Moosh doesn't show up, 9 o'clock. Thank you.
It's coming out right about the same time of our Patreon later this week.
Yeah. Also, click on the link below, and make sure that you click on our Patreon, because we pray that you don't give us a dime.
Yeah, Angsty's from Texas. You Patreon, right?
Absolutely. Who doesn't? Weirdos.
Are you patriotic?
Very patriotic. More patriotic than I am about Patreon.
Apathy apparently is just listening, and is making dinner. So
thank you.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah,
you're still
wait. No, he's got to tell us what he's making for dinner now.
Yeah, that's true. That is.
And I demand a
rule.
picture. I demand a picture that will be shown on the show.
Well, I mean, if he is making dinner, this will go with his dinner just fine.
Put my chest up a little.
I haven't thought about that. I was just telling Ahmed before he went live, right before you joined in, that my wife made red beans rice, and I'm thinking on Thursday, and I think between Thursday and Sunday, I think I ate it like for 6 meals.
Dude, that was mad leftovers, man.
Yeah, she made a shitload of red beans rice, and she used the Kaneka sausage that we got when we were down south in Alabama. And by the way, if you have never had Kaneka sausage, I guess you have to live somewhere around there to go buy it, but it's fucking good. I haven't had it in years. I'd forgotten how good it was.
I'm disappointed. I thought you were going to tell me that your wife ripped one just like that in your face.
That's been me the last few days. Just it's been bad. I didn't blow my dress up. I usually
no, you blew your kilt up.
The kilt, yeah. They don't call it a dress. It's a kilt.
It's it's been very noisy in my house the last couple of days, and my office for some reason is hot as fuck, and so I'm sitting here just baking in it right now. It's just stinky and hot. And
your office definitely is on the wrong side of the
VG farts, no balls.
Yeah. That was bad. When we were in there, and it was us four in there, VG farts and freaking.
Well, we've been eating Mexican food, and it was pretty rough.
It was bad. What was that other guy that was in there? I think his name was Under Table 70. I don't know, but
Mr. Poorly timed farts.
Those farts were horrible. Those are. I mean, at least mine announced themselves, so you could take some cover. His was like, oh god. Lots of nose. So, what are y'all chompers vaping on?
Chompers?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I just have my limo with the Mulciber with pissed. I got pissed.
You pissed?
Fresh pissed. Look how clear that shit is. That's yummy. I haven't had like fresh pissed in a very long time. So yeah, look how clear that shit is.
Yeah.
But yeah, my Titan's upstairs. That was my doing shit mod the last few days, but that's got Mass T in it, so that's all I got going right now. Because sweet reunited.
Reunited, and it feels so good. I just realized. Well, we should do this first. Normal. It's the Dia, the Narda, Bellcap, and Omen. Railcracker, Billibox 4, Exocet, Omen on top, Abolishment, and Motherheads stabilized Freehand S with a Soul S on top of it. Also Bellcap, obviously. And I just realized just a moment ago, I assume, Master, you're not vaping tonight. Is that true?
I am not. Okay.
Well, I did forget that I should have done this a minute or two ago, that we do have a guest host this evening. So I'm very proud.
Do you have the music ready, Mast?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, we're going to get muted anyway.
I didn't think about it either.
Well, we can't do it because we would get muted anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what music you're talking about anyways.
Well, it's just, you can sing it, Ahmed. Ready?
The word host was in quotes there, right? Guest host.
Guest host. Everybody, this is Kyle Cena, one of our friends that
swallowed you.
that helps keeps the hooligans in line in the Poe group. But honestly, he's got a pretty easy job. These guys are all right.
Yeah.
Every now and then he gets to give out a forfeit, and for some reason, Kyle, you've got to be like 0 for like 5 or something or more.
I'm trying to think of what the count is now, but there's been a long stretch. There was definitely a stretch of like 3 or 4 in a row where I was making like minute-long rant videos afterward, and
yeah,
because nobody would just man up and not be a dick about it.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I think I've had a successful one.
Speaking of been a while, when was the last time you uploaded a review to your YouTube channel?
Oh, that's deleted. I did the I had 2 things on my hand. I could either go into like reviewing home goods and with 3 of my friends, or just deleting the channel. And since I didn't have 3 friends who weren't already involved with a home goods review show, it got canceled.
Wow.
Well, you can't have video games and mattresses. I think we've got those covered.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah.
You can have blenders and toaster ovens.
I like toaster ovens.
Man,
he can have mattresses.
I don't want mattresses.
It's fine, just as long as they ain't purple. I really think that's understudies is just like rainbows and unicorns living his life now. He's got nobody to give him shit. He's disappeared, so he doesn't talk to anyone anymore. So he's living in La La Land. Mm-hmm. We need to have him back to give him a dose of reality.
You got to take him down a peg.
Yeah.
You got to get him back in.
That horse.
Chad is pleased with the new Sean, by the way.
Oh,
new Sean is pretty.
Oh my God,
Jesus.
So he's not wearing a flat brim hat. Kyle he's got a penchant for beanies. Yeah.
When I'm feeling lazy and not like combing my hair or doing it, it's time for the beanie.
Yeah. I pulled one out to match them, and it's like 80 degrees in my office right now.
I was gonna say, Kyle, I think it was cool today, but it wasn't beanie weather.
No,
I want to know who makes sleeveless sweatshirts. That's what that looks like.
H&M, and it sure is. This is about 5 years old. I got holes in the pockets. Really, what I'm saying is I gussied up very, very well for you guys.
If I ever had to wear a sweatshirt, then I would wear a sleeveless sweatshirt.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You look like an extra from Watch Dogs.
I think we're in the sleeveless kind of zone here anyway, right? It fits in a little bit.
Yeah, we are.
I gotta roll these up.
You were just talking about how patriotic we are here in Texas, right? Did you? I just noticed this right here. Look at this Diet Coke 20-pack over there.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
Merca.
Yeah, we don't fuck around here in Texas.
Well, that would have been bad. I was just getting ready to show that I had to get a new debit card. And I was like, it's got an American flag on it. Yeah, that would have been great. Just put up on the
look at it right here.
Here, take all my juice money. It's 50 cents. Speaking of juice, we don't have a Patreon, but we do have some juice. Poe Juice and the Deadline line is available. And can we talk about the overseas dealio?
Just that.
Yet? The other.
No, that one's
okay.
That one's
Okay.
not moved along yet.
Whoa.
Not moved along.
Well, the gap in between here and that will be filled soon. Also, I don't know if the congratulations are news yet for earlier. Should we even talk about that? Probably not. I'm just gonna leave now. What the fuck, mate? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
He just turned into the Titan.
Wait.
I
Mass,
don't
Mass,
know
Could we get some Madden tonight?
Well, maybe. I don't know if he's worthy of that. But I mean, that face though. We should send someone some of our juice for a Photoshop contest with this. I think that's worthy. Maybe
The only problem with that, there's not enough to work with. Like you just got to.
I know. You got somebody's freaking watermelon head here in the front, and I mean, there's no, because he's all the way over there. So I don't know.
I mean, I got my nickname for a reason. Back in the day, I was a pretty grumpy, sort of angry guy, right? I've got a shirt that says "meh" on it that my sister got me years ago. I mean, that's just been my thing for a long time. But that said, that face that Mr. Craig is wearing there would be very hard for anybody but an Englishman to make.
Seriously.
That's some serious disinterest right now.
That is the "you've got to be fucking kidding me" face. The "get the fuck out of here."
I want to know what's going on in the scene. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's like the most facial hair I've seen him with.
That's also true.
Yeah.
I told him he should grow a beard.
I'm trying to figure out I'm guessing what somebody was saying had something to do with them ignoring heat flux. They were describing some hard-hitting coil, and he's like, yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, actually, I think what's happening here is these people are looking for who the Ideal Ohm Show are, and nothing comes up on Google, and that's in space. You've got to, you got to be fucking kidding me. Right there, look, they are.
That's an email from Vaportown.
Yeah, you kidding me? Oh, well, timestamp that bitch. So just kidding. We really hate those guys over at the Ideal Ohm Show. So nothing else to talk about. That's why we, talk about them all the time. So
right. I don't hate Rick. Rick's awesome. He makes my favorite little revealer guy.
Speaking of, I got something. I think I got a 510 coming from.
Hey, Moose just joined chat.
Hey.
Oh, Mooch is back.
What did you just say, Bestie?
What?
What did you just say? I
said nothing.
You said something about a 510. No. What?
Yeah, I got something coming from modmaker.co.uk.
I thought that was supposed to be a surprise.
Oh, surprise!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was talking to Rick the other day, and I said that he should send you one of his Squonk 510s so you could look at it, take it apart for tech time.
Yeah, and, I got an email from him saying, "Hey, you're getting this." I'm like, "Okay."
I thought it was supposed to be a surprise. That's why I haven't said anything about it. But
I will act surprised. Well, hey, you know what? It's coming from overseas, so I'll act surprised when it gets here, if it gets here. Yeah, exactly. I know it's been nice and toasty over most of the United States, especially Phoenix and places like that. But it was pretty toasty here, and we just got all new mailboxes here, and they're jet black. So I go out to mailbox, and I open the mailbox, and it smells like some kind of, I thought it was juice. Ended up, my wife gets some makeup stuff to review, and whatever it was like blew up in the box, and the box was like soaked. I'm like, it happens to other
that
people.
must have been a party box.
Not just juice people. Yeah, I didn't even take it inside. I ripped it open. There was shit all over the place, and it was like strawberry lipstick something or other. I'm like, nope. So
No ants in the box. I'm surprised.
nope, no ants. I don't know if that's probably ethyl maltol, so it's not really sweet, but yeah, I mean it wasn't a USPS box, but it was just melted. Didn't make it. So I do have an ant story, but I need to pull up the pictures later, and you guys are gonna get a kick out of it. So
See, this is the next direction, man. Insect and insect prevention. We've got it.
yeah,
We got
Yeah.
it. Space.
I'm kind of the expert.
you're the expert on what?
Insect
Ants?
prevention.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Dean, the biking vapor just logged in.
I don't think Dean doesn't watch our freaking show. That's some poser.
Somebody came in chat before with almost my name.
Yeah.
So
Somebody is totally.
What was it, Kyle China?
no, although that has happened before.
It has.
No, just they dropped the A off of it.
Kyle Etchina.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Flitz is here too. Hi, Flitz.
Flitz has been here since like 10 minutes in.
My bad. Well, hi, Flitz.
That was
You
Mexican, motherfucker.
Oh, yep, that's definitely the
Delayed
vaping
burn.
biker. He loves my hair. Make him giggle like a schoolgirl.
Mm-hmm.
Break that video out.
I've got in my notes here to talk about the update to the mod maker filler, and I can't remember why. Why did I have this as an update? Do I need an update? It's a simple thing, and it works really, really well, and I can't remember why I need to update it.
Alrighty then.
Who
What?
Basie joined?
Sorry,
chat.
I guess that's the problem with not taking notes. I just remember I needed to talk about it, and I don't remember what I was supposed to talk about.
You
Oh, I
Ginkgo.
did. That is one thing I did. I actually did test fire it in a mod. I screwed it on and fired it. And guess what? Didn't arc and ruin my mod. It's this guy because it's insulated. God, what the hell was I supposed to mention them? Maybe it was
Do
just
the Ideal Home Show guys have a Patreon? Oh wait, they don't accept that in the UK, huh?
Don't they? They don't do Patreons over there?
They do.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure they
They
do.
probably call something else, like tea and crumpertions or something. Wait,
Digestive, yeah.
yeah, there you go. We ain't got no dental carry on.
Well, they would definitely
Get the fuck out of here.
They would definitely put a superfluous U in there somewhere, right? That's just how they do.
You know what's funny? I got a link from an unnamed person because they shall remain unnamed until
It was Voldemort.
I don't know. Anyways, no, that's only white people. But this person, he was white. He sent me a link to I guess, vape show because those still exist. That they were actually talking about vape shit, and they had Matt from Suck My Mod on there, and they were trashing the DNA board, the DNA 75 color, and apparently someone said
They just like to hate
I don't
on
know.
colored.
I don't know. You know, some people have nothing to talk about in the vaping community, so they just start shit. So apparently it was said that this was great. I need to find the clip. It was said that the DNA 75 board and all the DNA boards are being manufactured in China. So Evolve is making them here, engineering them here, and then they're mass produced in China.
Mass producing.
This was, I was like, I even got the same color shirt. Yeah. And, so anyways, that was interesting to see.
Sure. What you said was funny. I mean, some of us, I guess, have been doing this long enough to where we recognize that there's not a shitload to talk about in vaping. We'll just talk about other stuff. That's fine. We'll talk about vape stuff when it makes sense, but when there's no news, I'm not going to start some holy war on a board that, to be honest, is actually a pretty good board. Just because, I mean, the DNA 75...
Durka, angsty.
Yeah.
Some people can't hang.
I mean... I have been
dogging got a timestamp
since we could actually talk about it. Like I hated that board for no other reason that it makes mod bigger, and it had a straight 6.0 volt limit, and it was terrible. It really pissed me off. But why the 75 is the 75C rather? They fixed the voltage problem, and most people and you know the 75 is not. It's a problem for how I vape, but it's not for how many people vape. I mean,
it's been great for me. I vape like 1 ohm coils. I vape like 3 ohms lower than you.
Right, and so that's fine. For me though, that was kind of a big deal. But I don't know. It's weird to like just go looking for something to be upset about.
Well, and I mean the thing behind it was China mods, and Chinese boards and what they're doing and stuff like that. So.
Did you see that thing on Reddit? Speaking of which, somebody said that he fell asleep with his Kanger drip box.
Oh God!
In his pocket of his backpack that had nothing else in it, and it caught fire. Like burned his laptop, burned his bag up, and it almost burned his phone. Almost caught his sheets on fire. Like it was like really bad. But they couldn't figure out why. I don't think they've still figured out why, because he said the battery wrap was fine and whatever. I think the board may have failed or something. It's crazy.
Wait, was it one of the the one that's just the switch and fires the voltage?
Oh, maybe it was the drip box. And the drip box,
the first one was that one, and the second one has the regulated board in it. Well, technically they both have regulation. It's just the second one has adjustable wattage and all that.
Yeah. It didn't specify. Here, I'll share the link in chat. That's not the link that I meant to put in there. Apparently, my clipboard still had something in it. What the fuck did I just?
It's just your face.
Onyx is asking. Onyx is asking that anyone go to VCCT this weekend. Unfortunately, no. We VCCT, came up a little later, and understudy is I don't know where, and Anxie has some stuff to do, and I did too. So and Fu was occupied with family. So yeah, we didn't get to that this year.
I sent him a message though.
Yeah,
I just said good luck. I hope it goes well. He was actually really positive. I know he's been one of those guys that has taken this whole con thing very seriously and kind of the downturn seeming of the market. And he was actually had re-energized himself to be like super positive, which is cool.
And that's good because out of anyone running conventions, I think, him and the stuff that John from Craving does, are the people who should be doing stuff, not, ECC, not, gigantic, crazy ass conventions Vape Summit, which we know how they ended up, now no one is doing them or whatever. But
dude, Showcase in Dallas is one of the best shows I've been to. Like in terms of organization
hardware wise and everything else. Yeah. So kudos to those guys too. On the downturn on the market. I mean, a lot of people just, backed out of that stuff. So it's good to see them. And that stuff, the guys who set up all those shows, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of time and money that gets put into that. You can just, some people do it, just to buy fast cars. Others do it, to actually, promote, the industry. So, and continue, fighting for whatever we got left. So.
Yeah, and Kevin Skipper's always been had the advocacy stuff central, like to the whole thing. Like it was never like an afterthought or something that they do on the side, like part of the whole schedule in a very purposeful sort of way, which I think is cool.
Yep. Good stuff. So I got my I got the picture that I wanted to talk about. So I had this weekend.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
We messed up. Kyle, what are you vaping on?
Hey, what am I vaping on? I got 3 things tonight. Actually just picked this up. It's the Soren Air.
Oh.
Yeah, iPhone supposedly made by the same company that manufactures Foxconn, something like that, and packaged the same way as I was telling you before. It's all weird, but it's a little auto draw. Gives you. It does the same thing as all these other cigarette-like products, except it's kind of a weird form factor, and you vape on the corner. But I got it in today, and it's got a cotton wick, and the flavor's been okay on it, and the draw is pretty good. And I've gone through a few different things now, like the one that Angsty has, the what was that called again? The Fit by Envy. I had that, and the Jewel, which I still really like the Jewel, but my God, that's expensive. And then I picked up the Limitless one, which I was not a fan of. This has been pretty good, but I've only been using it for a day. Then I also got the Billet Box and the Dia. Both of these have Get Pissed in them because I exclusively vape on Poe and Deadline.
This is not an advertisement.
This is not an advertisement. It's the truth. I just knock a bunch of shit over. It's just.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, if I go more emphatically, like once you've tried them, I mean, look, I don't understand how you really go back then.
No, everything else is terrible.
Yeah,
now the prices have changed around for people too. That's
there's no excuse.
There's no excuse. That's right. Otherwise, you're vaping wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Vape wrong. All right. Sorry, I totally interrupted.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It's non-vape related, so it's not important. It doesn't matter.
No.
But
that's what I wanted to say before too. Of the complaints about the non-vaping related stuff, my God, I have enjoyed the hell out of these shows where things just go in 17 different directions. It's fantastic.
So there was a thread.
Oh, wait. That's a good face. You're getting really good at drawing my face.
Holy shit.
This was me at Kyle just now.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh, look at those clean nails. God damn.
Yeah.
Dang, son. No, I was there was a thread on the Titan faction. So if you're a Titan owner, you need to hop on there on Facebook, Titan faction. Eric's been doing a lot of cool stuff in there. Getting runs for some addies and some other stuff coming down the line. So good stuff. But there was a thread about juice, and I think they were talking about I think it was the Jam Monster. And it's funny because halfway through the thread, a person was like, I don't know if it was you, Ahmed, or somebody who commented. They're like, yeah, that's going to cost you your coils in like less than a day. They're like, that shit is so freaking sweet.
So I remember the comment. Someone was talking about how it'll gunk up your shit fast. I'm like, yeah, you gotta pay the sweetener tax.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But to go into a sweetener related news, so wife drives a CRV and got a kid in the back and started seeing some ants. In the car. I'm like, little sugar ants. I'm like, one here, one there.
Like the little black ones, little tiny ones.
They weren't black, so these have clear butts.
It's gotta be blood.
Okay, so they're like brown, but they have like clear butts, but they're not fire ants. We got all kinds of fucking ants down here. Yeah, they're clear butts because if you color whatever they're going to be eating before they die, the butt is red, and you can see that they've eaten the bait because their butts are red.
Like,
yeah,
what?
Awesome.
I'm so confused right now.
Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is Mass talking about?
Okay, let me put this in terms you understand, Angsty. They have a Chris Munn butt.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
That makes sense.
There you go. There you go, polished. So, anyways, you see them, and I'm just like, okay, there's got to be, and so I vacuumed the car out and got all the crumbs. It was just small little crumbs from her, and I thought I had gotten everything. Well, we had a late Father's Day this weekend that we celebrated, and me and my brother went and got something for my dad, and his keys fell between the seats. Well, I forgot that on CRV you can pull a strap and the seat folds up and you can get under the seat. I'm like, oh, no shit, there's some of the ants right there. I was like, all right. So when I got home, broke out the vacuum, and I started vacuuming. And all of a sudden, I'm like, what the hell was that? I see some ants, and I vacuum them up, and more ants, and I vacuum them up. I'm like, the seatbelt buckle had a nest of ants
in the buckle.
In it.
Oh,
dude,
my God.
Fucking crazy. I held the vacuum on there for like 5 minutes while I went and got a wrench. I unbolted that sumbitch out of the car, and I threw it on the ground.
And you ran over it with the car.
Everywhere. No, good tip. Denatured alcohol. You spray that shit on those ants, and the temperature difference kills them right away. It's the best thing. Doesn't leave a trace. Doesn't do anything. So I didn't want to be spraying.
When forensic shows up.
Yeah.
So when the cops come knocking, you can like, oh,
yeah, they were like that.
I didn't want to be spraying bug spray back there where the kids sit. So,
no, that's true.
So I took it and I was just spraying it and hitting it, and this was on the inside. That was nothing compared to all of the shit that I got out of there. It was a whole ant's nest in this buckle, and I mean, it was
weird, dude. You could have gotten that would have been some front page shit.
Yeah, and I mean, like for them to just swarm into that. And here's the video. I'll turn the audio down, but anyways, I'll zoom in a little bit.
I got to click.
You'll see them there. You'll see them there in a second. Look at them all.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was nothing. When I started hitting it, like you just see it just bam, 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 bam. It starts hitting it. You'll see in a second.
I'm gonna throw up.
Look at that.
That's
yeah, so
really
that
weird.
and that's nothing. So I opened it up and fucking I'm like, holy shit. So the only way I think of is that they found some of the crumbs back there and they basically said, well shit, let's build a nest right here next to these crumbs because we're getting fed by this kid. And so then I saw some on her car seat and that was it. I'm like, I gotta check to make sure there's no ants nests in the car seat.
Sugar ants.
No, I know, but still, I don't want my kid sitting back there eating freaking ants. They're probably back there playing with the ants on the damn car seat. But anyways,
so for everybody in chat right now, tell me honestly, okay? Tell me straight, don't lie. Did you think that on Monday night you were gonna log into a vaping show and talk about ant butts?
Get the fuck out of here. But anyways, yeah. So then I started taking the car seat apart, and my wife walks out, and she's like, "What did you do?" I mean, I took a screwdriver, I took the whole fucking thing apart, plastics and everything, and it's one of those that follows with you. That's like $400 that we got as a gift, and it's just in fucking pieces everywhere.
Well, Massey taking apart nice shit. I've never heard of that.
She's like, I hope you know how to put all that back together. I'm like, you know who he is. And she closed the door and went back inside. But anyways, so
you have your I void warranty shirt on.
Yeah, that was out hanging on the door right before she walked out. So there you go. But I thought about I thought I'm like, well, it works with bees. So I was vaping and I'm like blowing some on there. That didn't do shit. So then that's when I went and got the alcohol. So it doesn't work on the ants. It doesn't pacify them.
You have to pour fucking 100 milligram on them.
No, they get the bees and they blow the smoke in there to calm their ass down. No, that didn't work. So, but maybe it was because it was mass tea and they were like, "Oh, sweet."
Maybe they're just uncomfortable. You talk about their asses all the time.
Yeah, DNA, spray it on that. The shit would kill them right away. So,
oh, dude, imagine if you just took a bug assault to it.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about.
You would have just blown him out of there.
I feel like we talked about the Diatomaceous Earth in here before, haven't we?
I think so.
That shit is. It's still like it's something that I learned about when I was in school, but it is still. It's amazing to me. It's the coolest stuff.
Yep.
For those that don't know or have never heard of it, it's basically a certain kind of dirt that is made of diatoms or tiny, tiny little...
Diatomaceous D.
Yeah. Tiny little secret. And they all died en masse, from whatever, whatever bloom or whatever that died. But when they all pack up and you can actually harvest the earth, they're so small and they have so many gaps between their like little various little spines and limbs and whatever. It absorbs water like that. And so when you sprinkle that shit on something that's got an exoskeleton and gaps in the exoskeleton, it'll just suck all the water out of like something like an ant. And it just kills them like that with no chemicals or anything.
That's pretty fucking metal.
Thanks for taking my ant story and just shitting all over it. This is way better.
It's not shitting on it. I'm teaching.
This is my face right now. Fucking kidding me?
What he's saying is you should have called him about this issue. He would have told you to put some Diatomaceous D on the ants.
Yeah. Fucking dirt all over the car.
You can't tell me that's not cool. Like I'm from Texas. You got them down there too. We got fire ants. We've got nasty ass big. We got the big red Texas wasps and shit down here. I don't fuck around with bugs. We
a lot of wasps in Texas. Yeah,
raids and whatever that we need to. But
out of Diatomaceous Earth.
But if there's something that naturally occurs that just kills them like that, that is fucking cool. And I think Foo's right. It's metal. That's what it is. It's fucking metal. That's awesome.
That's a brutal way to kill something, to suck the essence of water.
Just rip the water out.
No. Feeding grits to ants is even better.
Wait, does that work? What happens there?
Yeah, it fucking works. Yeah.
Are you talking about Alka-Seltzer and seagulls? That's different.
No, I'm talking about grits and ants. You feed it to them.
Ants, greedies.
I and then myself, though. This is a waste of grits.
No, but have you had antsy grits? Those are great.
No.
The grits to the ants, they fucking process it. You get the ants, and then you fucking cook them in grits. Protein, bro.
Antsy grits.
It works as an emulsifier. I mean, if you don't have any milk or cheese on hand to make thick grits, you get some ants.
Seriously.
It works out.
I'm just watching the user count go from like 38, 37. Fucking, it's just like magic.
Yeah,
I swear.
Antsy grits.
Hey, there's delicatessens all over the world, so
it's true. That is true.
Anyways.
Wait, cornstarch mixed with powdered sugar works too, says Noxious.
Yeah, you damn right.
Somebody named Noxious is gonna give like a whole remedy. Like
that's a Noxious.
Yo, he knows. Boric Acid. I mixed that shit with some VG, and them fuckers came and ate it, and they died. Right there. And I might have vaped some of it too. Don't ever put cinnamon in your whipped cream maker because it won't come out.
Oh, cinnamon fucks up everything.
It's just as weird as the video earlier today. So
no, it's not as weird as that video. That video got super.
That was something.
Oh, well, we got some more for later on.
No, Toonie says I think some Ben and Jerry's got in the seatbelt.
Toonie's probably right. That has to happen. Surely.
Doesn't your baby like Cherry Garcia?
We have a freezer back there that's got the ice cream, so maybe that's how they got in there. So no, I honestly think I am both of the thing, and I think that they might have come from underneath and they came up through the bolt, possibly. So what did I do? I went and got some black RTV gasket sealer, and I just in that hole. So whatever tech is working on that underneath there's gonna be like, what the fuck? Just like a fucking blob of just RTV sealant there. He's like, oh,
fucking hot glue.
Oh, this is not factory.
The bigger the blob.
Why am I talking like that?
Yeah. What was that?
Oh, that row. There's black flag on it there. Anyways,
Motherhead did mention the gasoline though. That does work very well on fire ant mounds. I as a young lad in South Alabama, I definitely did that a few times and set them bitches on fire.
I one time took a broom handle, I shoved it down through the ant pile, and I thought, I was like, dude, this fucking broom handle just keeps going, and it was probably a 6-foot broom handle all the way, and I just filled that son of a bitch with fire. With
fire.
That's how drunk I was. I'm gonna fill this bitch with fire. And I lit it, and it went, whoo, and it just stayed on fire. It was like a ant bonfire for like 5 minutes. The gas was not I put like 2 gallons of gas in there.
They don't put grill. They moved some dirt, man. I mean, like
I think it was a gas diesel mix. I don't even remember. Anyways,
anyway.
but that shit, I'm like, holy crap, that pole was just gone. I couldn't put it out earlier and later, whatever.
Okay, so yeah, Yale is getting upset and we're still talking about bugs. So here, fine. I can divert us briefly here for just a minute. I did try the Coil Master metal brush.
The Chinese tickler, we should call it.
I did try this on the my thin Claptons that I run in one of my Nardas, and it seemed like it did do a good job getting between the wraps. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure how awesomely useful it is because you can't get underneath. You can't get under there. All you can get really is the top and sides.
I don't want no metal brush anywhere near.
Not underneath.
Wait, but hang on a second. What if? Hold up. What if one of those little bristles breaks off and the coil is pinched in between there?
Yes.
Like that is some gnarly shit because there was just a story on Reddit about the dude who fucking cleaned his grill and had one of the little metal bristles go in his freaking alveoli and get stuck up in there. So that is it's funny you say that because that I actually got rid of my bristle brushes that I used for years on my my Weber, and the reason is because that happened. That happens a couple times a year. That people are, they go in there, they scrub their grill off with those things, and then one of those little metal shards gets lodged on the grill. You put your burgers down there, you eat the burger, it's stuck. And the vaping biker. He says they feel good on his nipples too.
Dude, I take the hose. I take the hose to my grill when I take it off, and I'm scrubbing it and spraying it down at the same time.
Yeah, that's how you need to do that. You just take the pan that you're using and just.
So when I switched over to what do you, Masty? I bought one of those. It's like a pumice stone on a handle, and you.
Well, I was gonna say you're probably not gonna believe what I use.
First times you rake it, it like makes grooves for your grill grate, and it's like done.
Yeah, my grill's got nice heavy grates, like fucking heavy grates on it, and I use a sponge, the old dish sponge that we're not using anymore. We're switching out. Yeah. I flip it over and I scrub it with that, and it comes off fine, no problems. So I don't actually use the metal scrubber. So and once that grate gets so bad, you just pressure wash it and done. Start back over. So I don't like using any chemicals or any of that because, man, that shit's weird when it gets hot, So degreasers and any of that stuff, even after you wash it. But
no, I don't know. Chance of eating a metal shard, going to the hospital at best.
Yeah, plus honestly, I just and you bake that shit off. There's lizards in there and stuff that they're gonna get cooked anyways too. So might as well turn it on and let it run.
So, I do need to say, because Apathy just mentioned in chat, and it's something that somebody mentioned in YouTube comments or maybe in the Plumes group this last week, is
I think it was in the YouTube comments.
He bought a 3-pack of metal bristled brushes from the Horrible Fright for $2, and that's fine. That's certainly a thing too if you can find little small guys, and the Horrible Fright is certainly a way to get stuff that's inexpensive like that. There's no doubt about it. Because I think I paid like $6 or something for this one.
Nah, dude, you haven't been. You're probably still thinking of the old Chicago Electric days. They've changed quite a bit. They got a torque wrench that will out torque that snap-on wrench. Mm-hmm. You seen that?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Something's better than a snap-on wrench.
I'm serious. Yeah. It gives the snap-on torque wrench a run for its money. So impact. Okay, not torque wrench. Sorry, impact gun.
Wait a minute, an impact gun? Like an impact hammer? Or a driver?
An impact gun.
He tore that thing apart and said it was garbage, didn't he?
Which one? No.
No? Okay.
I mean, I know he took one apart, but there's been a few that I've said it's not a snap-on, but it's pretty close for the money.
Yeah. All right.
So-
Fair enough. Like I said, I don't buy a whole lot of stuff from there. I do have a few things that they're priced appropriately, right? If there's something you don't need,
Yeah.
like the super awesome
Yeah.
or skookum tool, you just need something to get the job done or
See,
whatever.
And if you've busted enough knuckles, you know, like things like, I don't know, ratcheting wrenches. I got a nice Craftsman set. I don't. I'm not going to lose a finger because my shit just went wham and finger ended up inside of a turbo or some shit and cut it off. So I'm doing that.
Craftsman ratchets are good.
Right. So that is the thing. The thing. Oh yeah, but the Hazard Fraught ones don't have a coil jiggy thing on the other side.
I have a plastic bristle brush that I use because I wash my run them underwater anyway, so it's like
I use a toothbrush.
I'll do it along with my dishes pretty much.
Now here's the real question though: how is the one that you have, the way it's kind of like fanned out at the end? How's it for putting on eyeshadow? Because that's what it looks like for me.
It'll scratch you a little bit.
It'll make it look like a hole.
Very
I mean, if
delicate.
you're putting on red, then I think it'll match, right? You know, you just blood mixed in, and
Mixed with the blood a little bit. You
gotta to look. Fashion is pain, right?
That's right.
So,
I fucking knew that beanie meant that he was some artsy fartsy freaking.
oh yeah, you know it.
Where's the hacky sack?
Oh man, I'm waiting on the quad for you, bro.
Oh,
Fuck am I
We'll
talking?
play some ultimate frisbee.
Yep.
I did actually used to play.
So yeah, Prime. No, you're definitely not wrong. It's not everything is crap. Yeah, there are things in there that will certainly service, and they're priced again. They're priced appropriately too, right? So even if they do happen to break, it's okay. You could probably replace it unless it's something like Master said. It's something you need to be dependable. Buy something maybe a little bit higher quality. One of those. What do they say? Buy it once and cry once.
Well, see, I also wonder if it's too because all the other shit that's made, its quality has gone down. So, and Harbor Freights has come up just a little bit. So, they're getting a little close. I don't know when the last time was that anyone tried to take a Craftsman tool back for a replacement, but it's not as easy as before. So,
Is that right?
Shit, I don't think I think some of their newer stuff doesn't have their lifetime warranty on it. So, yeah,
that's like part of the Craftsman brand.
Yep. Well, I think there are a lot of it is owned overseas now. So,
well, a lot of those companies have been, the Ryobi and the Milwaukee and all those Makita, all those guys are owned by large international conglomeration, whatever's.
Yep. So, hey, that's kind of like what happened with vape stuff. International conglomeration bottom out.
It was Wismac the whole time, dude. I'm telling you.
I mean, shit. From what I hear, Evolve doesn't even make their boards anymore. They just have China make them.
Yeah, the big old factory in Ohio just doing nothing.
Yeah, they just sit there and. Nah, never mind.
Never mind.
It was a
I don't want
transfer
another
program.
timestamp.
They're manufacturing Hello Kitty stuff over here in their factory, and then they're doing Evolve boards across the pond.
You got it.
I think that's the first instance of the word booty hole in our chat in quite some time.
Booty.
I think so too. I think that deserves. I got to be careful which one I play here. Yeah. I don't know. I think that deserves one of these.
I'll take it.
It works.
That was well timed. I'll take it. We might dress up.
I know.
I've got something else to gripe about if nobody else got anything. I don't want to dominate.
Wait, did the San Francisco thing happen since the last show, correct?
That's one of the things I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. I've got the link. You can talk about it.
You bring it up.
I'll bring up the link. You can introduce the points.
So San Francisco said no again. This time to flavors. Flavor dealing, but as well as menthol cigarettes. That pisses me off too because.
Ooh, wow, they went that far? I didn't see that.
Pretty sure menthol cigarettes are under that. That was the first thing I actually read about in the flavor ban. But anyway, yeah, a little ticked as a menthol smoker, you know.
Yeah, me too. That hits here.
There's the CASA post about it.
So this is probably like the biggest piece of shit that's happened in a long time, and this is no laughing matter. All sirens, wee oo.
Mm-hmm. I do want to not be terribly doom and gloom here because there is this bit at the bottom. There's still time to fix it. So instead of in the meantime before this,
it's not finalized.
Yeah, it's not finalized. There's still an opportunity to pass an exemption for low risk tobacco nic products.
And the problem with this though is just like everything else, they start getting these ideas in other people's heads. Mm-hmm. And New Jersey is going to be the next one. I don't know if you saw, but there's, they're
trying to drum up another flavor thing too.
They're debating another flavor ban. So, I just think that that's what they're hoping for. One of these states to really put the hammer down, and then just, hey, well, there's your example. That's what we're going to use to
exactly get it in one place to set the precedent, and then just move it forward across the rest of the country.
I'm not saying you're wrong because you're probably right, but the mere idea of California telling Texas something it should do is really funny to me.
I know, yeah. But this is one of those weird situations, right? Where where one goes, it dictates the rest of it in many ways.
Yeah. You're not wrong. It's just a funny idea.
Yeah, it is. Well, San Francisco did it. I mean, we're all about San Francisco values. That's not a horror,
that said, Austin, obviously our capital, Austin is
it's a way more progressive city.
Awfully regressive down there. Awfully regressive.
Whatever way you want to call it, but it's a different kind of tune that
it is. If you look like in this last election, if you look at the counties who they voted for, it's red and then right Austin and downtown Dallas, and that's about it. It's blue.
I just can't, menthol was the one thing that was left off the table, even back when they were getting rid of flavored cigarettes, back in the day. So it's just surprising.
They went after cloves.
Yeah, they went after cloves. I remember that because that was a big thing for a lot of the kids I was in college with at the time. But menthol, that surprises me.
Yeah.
So towing vapor, I actually didn't see this in the article. He said they put in a provision that you can still order juice or go out of town to get it. They just won't have it in their sacred city limits, apparently.
No, heaven forbid. And I'm sure eventually too they'll probably do like a lot of the other places and go, well, you need to owe us X amount of tax. For whatever you went out.
Yeah, I bet Amazon's collecting a lot of tax from people filing.
That's because that's totally a thing that happens too, right? Is when a regressive sort of government passes laws, the next laws that get passed usually kind of go a little bit more conservative, right? They kind of pull back some of that power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Nope.
Never happened. It always gets worse. That's why you got to nip this crap in the bud up front.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a we'll get him eventually situation. It's you got to get him now, otherwise it just gets progressively worse.
Right. So if you live in California, especially in the San Francisco area, be paying attention to CASA. They'll tell you what to do and where to write to get your people more sane. Hopefully.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I got something I wanted to show you guys. I have a cool video of user Toby Coke or Toby Coke. I don't know how you say his username. Yeah, and on Reddit he posted a kind of cool video. It's about a minute long of him turning down a handmade Ultim, your favorite material cap.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. I don't know if you saw that, but
I did. It is, besides the fact that it's clearly ugly material.
Yeah.
Video itself is pretty fun watching them turn this thing into lathe.
Turned down for what?
That's a pretty sizable lathe. You know what?
Yeah. I was, and we'll have to get some professionals like El Chefalophagus in here to. I'm not too sure. I want my hand on the right side of that. With a glove on.
He chills out over there too. I was like,
oh, he does. He does. I've seen some gruesome stuff with it being that close. So, especially there. So
it looks like the blackhead from hell.
Yeah, well, I think what he's trying to do, he's trying to support the cat, right? Because it's so thin. So
I'm sure
we'll see what our experts in chat say. And that spinning it up like that, and it looks like he's polishing it up and de-pissing it, as I would like to say. And there's the cat. So kind of cool. Made in Toronto. So yeah, it's pretty neat.
I don't think those guys say the second T, right? Don't they say Toronto?
Toronto. I've heard it said both ways.
Have you?
Well, I'm not sure. Well, and I don't remember how the people I know from there say it, like off the top of my head. But I've heard people pronounce it both ways.
You're all pronouncing tornado wrong. I don't know.
Toronado.
Mm-hmm.
Toronado. So there was a story on the Facebook group British Ohm Stories, or should I say British Ohm Stores, that was covering the I believe it was the Wismec exoskeleton issue.
Oh yeah.
And they're talking about a possible recall from it.
Recall?
As some people would call it, the turd with a roll cage. And
I like Foo's. I've always liked Foo's mildly humorized laugh.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm trying to find to see if there's a. Oh, well, here we go. Here, this is probably the best picture. On about the recall. Here is the let me see if I can pull this up here. Come on. Oh man, that's pretty bad. There we go.
That looks rough.
That's a lot of Vegemite inside of a weird red thing.
I mean, at least it's got a roll cage.
It's explosion protection, yo.
Yeah.
Ish.
So,
or shrapnel. It's one or the other.
It melted and conformed around the battery. It's awesome.
Yeah, just depends on how fast it goes up. So
she's a thermal.
But there you go. I can't find the official call on that. So we have some people were commenting saying I got mine a week ago and I noticed that the board was beginning to melt at one of the battery terminals. You think that's a sign to quit fucking using it?
Yep, put it down.
That's definitely I'm stopped.
Thank God this is a see-through mod, and I can see the problem before it blew up in my face. This guy said the royalty credited him the cost, and there you go. So
my vaping biker says it looks like an angry butthole.
Oh boy!
I like Foots' comment after that too.
Fucking kidding me.
Aside from what? that's the only option.
So there you go.
Oh my god.
I wonder if Matt from Suck My Mod had any design input on these. Here's the other picture, and
I hope he didn't.
The board's on fire.
Shit.
There you go. The thing looks like it's just.
There's no way the board's on fire. If it's on fire, surely they would have taken the Addy off of it, right? I mean, like, they're just going to take a picture.
Let me get a quick pic first.
Instagram pic.
Have you
got to pose for the grams.
This is great. Like these pictures, look at this. This looks like a fucking catalytic converter just fell off your car on fire. Look at this. Holy shit. There's another one. That one looked like it pooped the fucking Addy out.
Yeah, dude, that looks like the fucking exhaust assembly from my LeBaron.
Yeah, that looks like a late '80s, early '90s Chrysler part.
Okay, so there is an actual recall. So this was on the Facebook page of British Ohm stores, and it says, yeah, there's a recall. If you bought one from the store or from any other, you have the right to take it back. You damn right you'd be taking that shit back.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh my god.
So,
I mean, that looks like
Anyways.
something somebody dug up that's been waiting around for like 100 years. That was a time capsule gone wrong. Is what
It looks
that
like an old dog turd too. Like that's
yeah. That's geese shit is what that is right there. These are lining the baseball field of every little league.
now listen to this. This is how one company spun it. I'm not going to say the name of the company. Introducing the exoskeleton kit, protected by a cage outer layer. The exoskeleton kit includes a high-powered mod and sub-ohm tank, capable of optimal dual and triple battery setup. Okay. Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I wouldn't do with all the shrapnel and all that shit, but man, that first one, that was bad news right there. That is, I think, a little. I don't even know, man.
We've been talking about vaping for too long, dude.
Yeah.
All right, here's this. My brain went on like a total rabbit trail from that last pic that you had up there about white dog turds. Is it just me? Do you guys remember like old dog turds used to look like that?
Right? White. Yeah,
but they don't anymore. And I read a thing about this a while back that there's the major manufacturers changed how they put calcium in dog foods. And I don't remember what it was that they used to use versus what they use now, but what they used to use made it turn white. And they don't.
So white poop has gone extinct, you're saying?
Yeah, it's like they're totally like extinguishing.
Oh, I want to see a beautiful one in the wild.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they're feeding the lizards now. Lizards poop white shit.
Yeah, they do.
So do geese.
I think lizards,
green, white, and black.
Mm-hmm.
Lizards and birds though they excrete urine at the same time. I think, right?
This show's literally turned to shit.
It really has.
It really has. I mean, can we make this? Can we make this our logo? Just fucking put them on there.
Wait, can
Dude,
wait,
Photoshop
wait.
right there. That face with that right next to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you zoom in on the hole?
That is not the first time. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
No, not that hole.
Oh, got
that hole. The lower hole.
MMM. See what happens when we start talking about vape shit?
Well, that's what the world's given us vape-wise. You know what I mean? It's either we're stopping all flavors, and also everything that we put out is going to blow up.
It's just fucking melting.
Yeah.
It's all Evolve's fault too, because they're making the boards in China. There you go. Everything.
Full circle, baby.
Damn Evolve.
Bring it back.
Here, let's look at this thing. Do you remember a little while back that our friend the Mooch talked about asking the battery manufacturers to kind of standardize on their pulse and continuous ratings?
Yeah, calling them out.
Yeah, so he posted a thing, and I'll make it more bigger. He posted a thing. He said the battery wrappers and Chinese battery manufacturers have spoken. Well, actually, they haven't. So basically, he wrote a thing basically asking for some standardization, and nobody got back to him, like not even to reply yes or no. They just totally have ignored it. So that's a little sad, because I know we have, historically pulled out some, funnier examples of Mooch's findings. People been putting these outlandish claims on. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I sent him something the other day that I saw was really funny. One sec. I'll go find that.
Is that another picture of his face?
Here we go. No, I saw an ad for this particular maker. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
That's their slogan.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sharing the screen. Here we go. This is an ad that I saw a little while back in some group with 18650s rated for 9,800 baht.
9,800 ma.
I love the packaging though.
Yeah, dude. It was so funny. I was like, okay, I gotta send this to Mooch. I don't even remember.
Yeah, 9,800 mods for the whole box.
Yeah. Oh, my camera's not weird.
Yeah, you just went potato.
Yeah, I just went totally quite out.
Did you by any chance see the story of or the post the guy made about vaping and cavities?
Vaping and cavities. I did not.
Yeah. So he said he went to the dentist and for cleaning and was talking to the dental hygienist and he says we tend to banter a little bit about vaping as she knows I vape and she asked if there are sugars in vape products. I know that in the past some flavor manufacturers have actually used sugar but mostly believe it's ethyl maltol or sweeteners.
Yeah.
Will ethyl maltol contribute to cavities? Blah 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 blah. So people are he's asking anybody in here know about this, which is great to ask in a forum like that. And but top comment says vaping causes dry mouth accelerates tooth decay, and that's one of the things. And two,
I offset that by drinking plenty of Diet Coke. Ding.
Yeah. Well, I bet you though that this person could have gone in. And when they ask you, do you smoke? You would say no if you've been vaping for long enough, right? And the dentist doesn't know about it. And he probably could have said nothing to the hygienist or the dentist themselves. And I don't think they would have been able to find out or know that he vapes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Like that.
Here's something I do know.
There's a bit
I don't think that there's. Yeah, I don't think that there's a telltale sign. Well, hang on. I'll take that back. Don't wear black when you go in. All black shirt, Voop Life shirt, black hat. Don't have any facial hair. And then maybe you might be able to throw them off. So,
maybe.
There you go.
Maybe.
I will say that my teeth are a lot whiter than they used to be back when I smoked.
Yeah.
That's something that I noticed a while back, that they come clean now.
My breath is definitely a lot better too.
One thing I've been told to avoid, is if you have soft or sensitive teeth, are certain acidic juices like lemonades and stuff can
that makes
not
sense.
help. But as for sugars, I don't think.
But I think that
I'm inclined to go ask now.
I think you tell the dentist something like that, and then there's sort of this confusion between correlation and causation, right? That it's a thing, so now I'm going to attribute it to that. I mean, maybe.
When you're a hammer, every problem looks like a nail.
Yeah, exactly.
They asked me about just some stupid questions. They ask, do you wear your seatbelt, all that other stuff when you first come into and I'm like, nah, I'm what was his name, Larry and whatever, the crash test dummies, and the chick didn't get it at all. I'm like, oh, okay, I forgot you're 12.
Look at that.
Yeah. It's like, nah, they shoot out of the car like the old school crash test dummies. Like, what? You serious?
Shit.
They had a whole cartoon, little...
I remember the cartoon.
Yeah.
They were boys. They had the whole thing, man.
And they had the actual set.
Mm-hmm.
I had one where you would hit the thing on the car and the car would just go.
Yeah. I had that
Magic.
too. It was the best.
Yeah, that's good shit. I mean, but now we just have this. You just fucking put batteries in it, and it fucking morphs into something.
The angry butthole.
Transformer in the world. It only works once, and it turns into an angry butthole.
It turns into a lantern. That's
and then Jizmac comes out of it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so last week I named the show something, and I meant to bitch about it, and I forgot. I'm not going to forget this week. I actually repurpose the title again for this week. I'm gonna complain about something. I'm gonna talk about it too.
Oh, I know what you're about to complain about from that title.
So, look, I got a Nintendo, and I keep calling it the Nintendo Split, and it's not the Split. It's the Switch. So I haven't been able to find these things for months. I've actually bitched about it on this show, saying, what the hell, Nintendo? You released this flagship console thing or whatever, and then you can't find them anywhere. But Kyle found one. This is entirely appropriate that Fu asked to be on the show because he found one at his Best Buy and he sent it to me. Thank you, Kyle. I haven't got to say thank you publicly yet, so I'm going to say thank you.
You're welcome. No problem at all.
And no, it wasn't kickbacks. I didn't pay him back for it. Somebody already joked about that. I'm like, no,
I don't got that kind of money.
You don't got that kind of swang.
No.
I just walked to Best Buy like.
I have to say, the first things first. This thing, the screen is gorgeous. Kyle, you've got one, right? You've got one too.
Yeah. I love it.
The screen. It's like 720p, but it's like right here.
Gorgeous. So you put it in the charger and you scratch the shit out of it.
That is one thing you got to be careful of. Yeah.
That's what I heard, right? I've heard that, but I've primarily been just using it loose. But you do get a dock with it to throw it up and HDMI and it charges and you can run on the TV. And if you haven't seen one of these things, this is basically the Nintendo console. And these, the controller bits, right? These controller guys, they slide off.
Mm-hmm.
And you can either use them just loose in your hand or they've got well, I brought it in here. Where'd it go? You got a little thing that comes with it too. You slide it on here and you've got kind of a more traditional controller.
And that's true.
When playing Mario Kart, you turn the fucking thing off because I was sitting there playing with it and I'm like just not moving it like this. I'm like, why the fuck is my car going sideways? Not like this.
Wait, why the fuck is my car going sideways? So these things work. It's like the Nintendo Wii U times 10 as far as like, because I find it very precise to use. Like I've been playing Zelda and like aiming your bow is physically with your hands for the fine tuning, but you can use your joysticks for the rough tuning. So in general, I think this thing's really cool. It's super flexible. Being able to pull it out of the dock and then just use it when my wife wants to watch TV, for example, I just pull it out and I start playing when she can watch a show or whatever with headphones and stuff. It's that part is fucking cool. I've got a huge problem with it though. And the huge problem with I actually knew about it back when they announced it, and I forgot about it totally until I got the unit and was playing it. Link from Legend of Zelda, which has been one of my favorite games since the Nintendo Entertainment System in '85 or whatever, when I bought my first one. Link is left-handed. His name is left. Link, left. Was it Latin? It's gotta be Latin. It's fucking. It means left. He has always been left-handed, and he's not left-handed. He's right-handed. It's fucking stupid. I've actually found myself.
All right, calm down, Flanders.
No, that's right. I don't mind because I am a left-handed person. I enjoy being left-handed because it's just one of the things about me makes me weird, and I'm okay with it. I think it's cool, and I've always thought it was cool that something has always been a way. And it was like my way. It was my special way. And they took it from me.
They did. They took that from you. I mean, they changed up a whole lot of shit in that game.
They did.
He's not wearing anything green too.
Is he gender fluid now?
He's not. I don't think he's gender fluid. Maybe.
Okay.
But you're right. His champion's tunic, whatever, is blue.
It's blue. That got me too.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's crazy.
So I have to say that is, besides the clearly terrible thing that they did with the cannon there, with his handedness. Besides that fact, the game itself is awesome. It's really cool. It's not on rails like a lot of the old ones have been, where you go do this, you can do this, you can do this. It's like open world. You can do nothing but explore. There's like 100, 200, whatever little shrines to go through with puzzles to solve. It's cool. Like, there's a lot of stuff to really like about it. And the unit, the console itself is really cool too. But that's that burp was me trying to get rid of the angriness that I feel.
So what's in the juice, Batman?
Anyway, I just wanted to bitch about that, and also say that the I almost said split again. The Switch is really cool. I haven't tried any of the because you can use these little controller, like you can hand one of the controllers off to your friend, and you can use it like this, just one of them.
There's actually a demo out for some game on there that lets you try that out. I wanted to get that.
Oh, is that right?
So me and my girlfriend could try it out, because I think that's a cool idea, being able to, like, even if you just got it sitting in front of you, you can do a little 2-player game or something like that. This is a cool idea.
Whatever you do, don't test the backwards remote control thing, because it will get stuck.
The backwards remote control thing?
Yeah.
Just
I watched people
even look it up.
Out trying to do that.
Don't look it up. Don't do it, Angsty, because don't.
Okay.
It's like Fibonacci fucking squares getting like locked together. Yeah, you can basically go the other way with the controller where it says not to, and then it clicks into place, and then you can't separate them. Like they are locked.
Oh.
It takes like you pretty much bringing out the hammer to get them separated.
Oh, so they made them easily seizable.
Yeah.
No, they made them. They made this is for kids, right? So the screen, the controllers. So.
What are they going to talk about vaping? We talked a lot about vaping.
Yeah, I mean, half the show was about vaping. Let's talk about the Switch.
I mean, come on, seriously.
Yeah, we got the
angry butthole.
Fucking
angry
melted
butthole.
Fucking zoom in on that
page.
Zoom in on that.
Yeah, we'll talk about vaping. We'll talk about the Ideal Home Show and vaping. Angry butthole.
Don't look at it, but here's how to do it. Yeah. So that's a thing. I think I have some more stuff coming in as far as vaping goes, but it's not here yet. I hope it will be here before next week, but I don't know. It's coming internationally, which makes sense. Anyway, that's. I'm kind of tapped out for news. I don't have any more insect facts or anything to talk about either.
I got one. I can give you one.
Hit it.
So this only really works well for spiders, but if you on a low heat, if you cook mint leaves in just water in a pan and put it in a spray bottle and just spray it around your house or where you have spiders occasionally, it'll keep them away for a time. It'll wear off eventually. But
mint leaves.
So a day in the life of Angsty. I know somebody who cooks mint and leaves in your house and sprays stuff all over the place.
That's true.
That's enough.
Those are elderberries, and they smell like. You want to talk about buttholes? They smell like buttholes.
More like dingleberries.
I don't know if you guys have knew about this beforehand, because I did not. So when I was a kid, we always heard about Monty Python and the classic line, right? Your mother was a hamster, your father smelled of elderberries, and it was always a funny line. But I never got it because we don't fucking have elderberries in the States. But my wife started making this like tonic thing out of elderberry syrup. You cook those things down, it smells like somewhere between rancid like garbage heap, like compost heap, and buttholes or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, the whole house fucking just
it's a lateral smell movement.
It's awful.
Rancid garbage, buttholes. It's all bad.
It's all bad. It's all bad. Anyway, so you're right, Massey. That is true. Anyway, I'm gonna shut the show down. How about that?
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody coming out to visit us this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We love you all.
Oh, here it is.
Ball busted.